Welcome to Health Champ, your source of a wide range of health tips and hacks. Even if the bee could explain to the fly why pollen is better than shit, the fly would never understand. But if you're watching this video, you're most likely not a fly. Yes? Okay, so, do not confuse the pollen with honey, they are two different things. Bee pollen is nature's magnificently mixed pellet-like concoction of flower pollen, nectar, and bee saliva. Saliva? Wait, that sounds disgusting. But we humans have been addicted to far worse than that, like Kopi Luwak, remember? It's the coffee from the partially digested cherries gathered when the Asian Palm Civet defecates. So bee saliva is so much more tolerable, wouldn't you say? Now, when worker honeybees gather food and flits from flower to flower, it carries pollen with it. As bees return home, pollen also makes it back to the beehive, where the bees store them, and where beekeepers can then collect them. Bee pollen has all the essential components of life. It is considered by many to be nature's most perfect complete food. It is extremely loaded with vitamins, and contains nearly all known minerals, trace elements, enzymes, and amino acids. It's also packed with proteins. Bee pollen is also considered to be a first-rate source of antioxidants. As a complete food, taking it helps to balance the incomplete foods that we are all used to eating in everyday life. Additionally, bee pollen is one of the world's oldest health foods. You can find references to it in the Bible, the Torah, the Quran, as well as ancient Chinese and Egyptian texts. Health benefits. 1. Healing properties. Many people swear by the healing properties of bee pollen. They claim that it'll give you increased energy, boost your body's immune responses by increasing your red and white blood cells, increase longevity by repairing damaged cells, and help to cure all kinds of diseases with its built-in antibacterial qualities. 2. Digestive properties. People also say that it is good for the intestines, moderating and controlling the organisms dwelling there, and helping to aid digestion and the assimilation of nutrition. 3. Protects you from free radicals and chronic diseases. A wide variety of antioxidants are packed into each pollen. Antioxidants protect your cells from damage caused by free radicals, or oxidants, which are linked to diseases such as cancer and type 2 diabetes. 4. Lowers bad cholesterol and high blood lipids. Bee pollen has been shown to lower blood lipids and LDL, or bad cholesterol. These two are associated with heart diseases. Lowering the two helps lower risk of heart problems. 5. Antibacterial properties. While we've established that bee pollen is different from honey, they both have high antibacterial properties. Lab experiments have proven that bee pollen extract can kill harmful bacteria such as E. coli and Salmonella. 6. Anticancer properties. Recent laboratory research and studies have found bee pollen to either slow down or completely stop the growth of tumor. Further, the studies reveal that bee pollen intake stimulates apoptosis, the DNA coding of a cell's end of life, in certain cancers such as that of the prostate, colon, and blood. 7. Anti-inflammatory properties. Bee pollen is relatively high in quercetin, the same compound found in apples, onions, ginkgo biloba, and buckwheat tea. It is known to reduce inflammation and swelling, and even kill cancer cells. Dangers and side effects. 1. Not for infants, pregnant women, and lactating mothers. We've pointed out that bee pollen is different from honey, but they both have antibacterial properties. Well, they have something else in common. They are both not for babies. A bacterium called Clostridium botulinum, which comes from the soil, can contaminate the pollen. Unlike adults, infants, especially those younger than 18 months old, have no biological defense mechanism against that bacterium. The eponymous illness, botulism, leads to paralysis and respiratory failure in infants. As such, pregnant women and lactating mothers are strongly advised to refrain from taking bee pollen. 2. Not for patients taking blood thinning medication. People taking blood thinners should not take bee pollen, as it has chemical reactions not favorable to the body. 3. Pollen allergies. It is precisely because of the pollen that many people who have allergies will be negatively affected by bee pollen. In fact, there are documented reports of bee pollen and royal jelly triggering asthma, hives, sore throats, facial itches, and even anaphylactic shock in people with allergies to specific pollens. And these reactions can occur with as little as 1 teaspoon of bee pollen. But another real hidden danger is that many people will believe so much in the efficacy of bee pollen, or some other nutrient of the month, that they completely ignore the signs of their own bodies. Nutritional supplements should never, ever, take the place of consultation and treatment of your doctor, or competent healthcare professional and nutritionist. This video is intended for informational purposes only, and is not purposed to replace a consultation with, and diagnosis of, a licensed health professional or a medical doctor. Thanks for watching. If you learned something new, please hit the like button below. For more health tips, tap or click the subscribe button. While you're at it, ring the bell button to get notified when we post new videos.